So today I want to show you how you can knit this striped blanket without cutting each little time that you change color. You overlap and you do the crisscross in all the stripes. So I only did 21 loops, so it's super easy and it's super fast to do, and it just adds so much personality. I added a little starfish on it as well, and I only did a border on the side because the ends were so pretty already. So let me know what you think. Let's get started. So for this easy blanket, I just want to show you how you don't need to cut and fuse every time you change the color. So I started with 21 loops, and then I went all the way back and forth twice. So here we are, and I am about to add the other color, whichever color you choose to do. So normally we would cut it here, and then we would fuse the next yarn together. So, but we're not going to do that since we're doing stripes. And this only works if you don't do too many stripes at once. I mean, too many rows. So you find that last loop, and then you will create another color. You go in that very last loop right here. Let me try to move this camera a little bit closer. I want you to see it. So you just create another loop, and now you will do like a little crossover with the yarn. So you will take the next color here and you will go on top, kind of just change places here. And of course in the end you will have to tie off the little loops right here. So anyway, make sure you keep it tight so you don't have a big gap right there. So you just kind of hold on to it, and then you will knit all the way to the right and come all the way back to the left. So if you do more than these 2 rows, then you might have to cut and fuse the yarn because the gap might be too big. The stretch will be too big on the edge. And also I added a border on the sides of this blanket. So it will kind of hide anything on that side, on the left side. So anyway, so you would just go back and forth and you would just do the crossover, and it's just so easy. You will need less than 4 bundles of yarn for this size right here. And it is just adorable little baby gift or a lap blanket or just decoration piece. I just love the way it turned out. So let me show you again. So when you get back, you will knit all of the loops. And now you will do that little crossover again. And then you will just kind of keep it a little bit tight. Kind of pull it together. Don't lose that final loop there. And then you will start knitting again. So I did 4 total stripes on this end, and then I did just 1 solid color in the middle, and then I did 4 stripes again in the end. But this tutorial is mainly to show you the crossover for the stripes. And here we are again. Let me show you one more time. There you go, you cross it over, you kind of pull it a little bit, keep it tight, but don't pull that final loop out. And there you go. And then you go all the way back and forth again. And here I am just showing you the crossover. As I said, I did 4 total of the ivory stripes on each end of the blanket, and then I did a little gap of the light blue in the middle where I also added a starfish. I do have a tutorial on that if you want that as well, and I also have a tutorial on the border I did, so you can go back and look at that. And don't forget to like and comment and subscribe for more tutorials. And here you can see I only do the one color. So yes, you will have to start again. You cannot reuse that ivory again because the gap is too big. So you will have to cut it. But here you are again. You will start, you create that loop one more time for the remaining 4 stripes. Let me show you again. So you literally just add a loop. You do the crossover. Keep it tight, and then you go from there. I just closed it off, and then I will go down the side before I cut the yarn, but you will have to close off the little white ones at first. So I just tie a knot since I'm doing the border anyway. You can do 1 or 2 knots, and then you can cut it and fuse it on the inside of the blanket. You can weave it in the side, and then I just cut the little piece and fused it inside the blanket. And then from here, you will just continue. You will grab 2 of them, the braid, and then you will have 2 loops, and you will take the working yarn and you will come across and pull it through. And then you will just do that the whole way to the side, and then go and do it on the other side as well. And here you have it. Let me know what you think.